Hello, my name is Brittany Brode. I've been a member of this church for several years now. I grew up in a very religious environment. Both my parents had very strong faith and we always went to church. So I grew up believing that being gay was a sin. I seriously started questioning my sexuality around the time that I was in middle school. I can't be gay. That's wrong. That's wrong. And I am a Christian. I'm a good person. I know God. I know this isn't what He wants for my life. It wasn't until I fell in love for the first time that I realized this isn't going away. I realized that I could either ignore it for what would probably be the rest of my life, or I could confront these feelings. And I chose to confront them. And I prayed about it and I said, God, I don't want to go against your will. Please give me clarity, give me wisdom, help me know what's right. And I just heard God speaking to me and He said, I made you. And that was all He said, but that was all I needed. And I understood that, God was telling me these feelings that I'm having are not wrong because they're a part of me. And God made me. LGBT Christians are often accused of trying to twist the gospel to make it say what they want it to say, or trying to make it fit a more modern narrative. It hurts because there's always that doubt, which is why I am incredibly grateful to Dr. Palmer for this sermon series that he's just wrapped up. It's one thing to say I accept myself and I love myself for who I am. It's another thing to have that biblical backing, to know what the writers of these verses meant and intended and what the cultural context of these verses are. It's so grounding. This church has really been like a second home to me. And my family has always loved the fact that it's a very welcoming and warm community. But just to be able to come to the church and introduce the person I was dating at the time as my girlfriend to everyone, including right to Dr. Palmer, and to have everyone be so accepting and welcoming and not to treat us differently or look at us any differently and just talk to us. That meant more to me than I think I'll ever be able to put into words. And I want to thank everyone who made that easier for me. I knew the church would be welcoming and, I knew it was a very accepting and open place, but, I was still nervous and just holding hands while being in the church felt like such an act of bravery. And it's my hope that someday we will live in a world where LGBT youth growing up in the church won't have that struggle. They won't go through what I went through or what, people are going through now. They'll just grow up knowing that God loves them and knowing that God made them and made them the way that they are. Thank you for letting me share my story with you. I hope it's helped you, and I hope that you remember that God made you.